the first time in 4 months this has happened, and it signals the beginning of the end, or rather the beginning of the big R, the big recession. Why? What's happened? Consumer sentiment has fallen for the first time in 4 months. At the same time, we saw this morning that consumer spending is still growing, but it's growing in 90% less than a month ago. So it's barely growing, and the reason for that is quite simple. Banking crisis. It's really shaking people up. What the Fed hasn't managed to achieve with higher interest rates and trying to put pressure on the consumer through higher mortgage payments and so on, the banking crisis has achieved. And that's simply because the consumer had tons of cash from all the bailouts and all the savings they piled up during COVID, but they're worried about their savings now. They're worried about a recession, so they're spending less. So what does it mean for you as an investor and for us as an investor? Well, of course, not personalized financial advice, but what it does mean is that very likely consumer discretionary is going to come under pressure. Anything you don't really need to buy, fridges, cars, electronics, laptops, home goods that are not essential unless they break, people are going to put that off. Possibly also, excuse the traffic, possibly also travel. Once people get the travel bug out of their system after COVID, they might want to start slowing that down as well. So we're going to start seeing some pressure on earnings in my view, and I think a pivot away from some of the things that have done quite well to more conservative setup. And a recession can last a while, especially as my view is the Fed's going to keep rates high until they're really sure inflation is squashed. So even though inflation numbers are better today, I think the Fed's going to need some real convincing. That noise is why we want EVs, right? Who needs a diesel engine? Yeah, the Fed does not want to repeat what happened in the 70s, where they basically increased rates, lowered rates, increased rate, lowered rates, and did that like 3 times in a row, and that kind of caused this massive, long 1970s recession period. So I think we're in for an interesting year. I hope you're prepared for it. If you want to be some more prepared for it, join me on the 9th, that's the coming Sunday. I'm hosting a free masterclass for 1,000 students where I'm teaching just those 1,000 how Wall Street traders consistently beat the market and what the secret sauce is there. So join me for that. The link is felixfriends.org/wealth. It's also down below in the description. And I'm going to, guess what? Reiki. That's the sort of thing you can get up to when you have time. Freedom of time is really the key to all enjoyable life in my view. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate the thumbs up.